Today's my lecture topic is armature test. There are two practical tests for locating shorts, opens and grounded in armatures. The growler test and the bar-to-bar test. The test for short circuits: place the armature on the V block of the growler and turn on the current. With a thin metal strips, that is oxo blade is good, held over the core. Rotate the armature slowly through a complete revolution. If a short is present, the steel strip will become magnetized and vibrate. To find out whether the armature coils of the commutator are short circuited, clean between the commutator segments and repeat the test. Should the thin metal strips still vibrate, the armature is short circuited internally and must be replaced. Not all armatures can be tested for short circuits by the method just described. These armatures can be identified by excessive vibration of the saw blade all around the armature during the test. With these armatures, test for short circuits by using the milliampere contacts on an AC millimeter. In doing so, keep the armature stationary in the V block and move the contacts around the commutator until the highest reading is obtained. Then turn the armature to bring each pair of segments under the contacts and read the milliammeter at the same time. The reading should be nearly the same for each pair of adjacent bars. If a coil is short circuited, the milliammeter reading will drop to almost zero. Test the armature for grounds by using the test light circuit, which is a part of most modern factory built growlers. Place the armature on the V block and touch one of the test probes to the armature core iron. Touch the other probe to each commutator segments in turn. If the armature is grounded, the bulb in the base of the growler will light. In contacting armature surfaces with the test probes, do not touch the bearing or the brush surfaces of the commutator. The arc would burn or hit the smooth finish. Replace the armature if it is grounded. In testing individual armature coils for open circuits, use the test probes, place them on the riser part of the adjacent commutator bars, not on the brush surfaces. If the test lamp does not light, there is a break somewhere in the coil. Repeat this test on every pair of adjacent bars. Do this by walking the probes from bar to bar. Should you find an open coil, the fault may be at the commutator connectors, where it is possible to make repairs with a little solder. If a coil is open circuited internally, the armature should be discarded. Coming to the alternator segment, the alternator has replaced the DC generator because of its improved efficiency. It is smaller, lighter and more dependable than the DC generator. The alternator also produces more output during idle, which makes it ideal for late model vehicles. The alternator has a spinning magnetic field. The output windings, that is stator, are stationary. As the magnetic field rotates, it induces current in the output windings. Alternator construction. Knowledge of the construction of an alternator is required before you can understand the proper operation, testing procedures and repair procedures applicable to an alternator. The primary components of an alternator are: one is rotor assembly, Second one is stator assembly. Third one is rectifier assembly. Fourth one is rotor assembly. In rotor assembly, rotor consists of field windings into a coil mounted on the rotor shaft. Two closed pieces surrounded the field windings to increase the magnetic field.